I've been sort of getting more and more annoyed at the new Dash look. It's like it was kind of okay at first, but I hate. Jeff Gerstmann put it in just the right way. I think it's like you're presenting me with adverts on a service I pay for. It's like that's not what I want to do. Use my Xbox for primarily is the store. It's like no, I don't buy everything every time I turn on my console. My primary use for the console is to consume the media I have. At least they got that right in Windows 8 with the store button.
Yeah,
it's like it should be a store, like a separate thing.
Yeah, UX, come on.
I don't mind.
Don't get it worse and worse.
Yeah, I don't mind perhaps having the one advert bubble. My phone's on.
Yeah, it sure is.
I don't mind having the odd advert bubble, perhaps like one per home screen, or even the suggestion boxes. I'm okay with, but making the entire Dash advert first. It's really starting to get on my tip.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll improve all this UX stuff in the new Xbox, whether it'll just be even worse.
Well, that's the thing. If you think about it, they've moved to this gradually, haven't they? It's that's every iteration has made it worse in this regard.
Yeah.
And it's and maybe through some marketing thing that maybe they're seeing more sales. Maybe their sales ratings are going up, but that might just be because of natural progression of video games becoming a more and more popular media. So they go, oh, right, now we're adding more and more ads. That must mean that we're making more money.
Maybe the new one, when you turn it on, it'll play a television ad before it lets you load a game. That'd be hilarious.
That wouldn't be a problem. That wouldn't work, though, because you just boot it up and then not turn the TV on until 30 seconds had passed.
Yeah,
there'd be an easy way to bypass that whole advert system.
Turn the console on, go make a drink, and then by the time you sat down and got comfortable, and then you turn the telly on, and it's like, oh, it bypassed your shit.
No, but I mean, every time
they'd have to link it. They'd have to link it into the DVI detection, so it would know whether your TV was on or
not, and just wait.
Yeah.
That would be such a shit.
Every time you choose a game from your library to play, it plays an advert before it loads.
Irritatingly, adverts are the way that a lot of people think is the answer to some of the issues of the digital gaming.
It's so dumb. Going. It's about products, not about what's the point of adverts? Eventually, it's going to be everything. Everything is ad supported, so the only thing you can actually advertise is oil or something. I don't know. Yeah. You're going to run out of things to advertise for because those things are themselves are ad supported. And eventually, there's nothing that you can advertise apart from food or clothes or.
I always find it funny. Sometimes where it's when they advertise an essential to daily life, for instance, whenever they do a bog roll ad. For instance, I'm just sitting there, in my head, thinking, do you like shitting? Do you wish that shitting wasn't quite so messy afterwards? And then buy a new bog roll.
So dumb. I guess it's just for the branding, isn't it? You need to get the brand into somebody's head.
It's competition. That's not because they're trying to sell you a product. It's because they're trying to make you buy their specific version of that product.
Hey, do you like shitting but hate the way your arse feels after each wipe? Get new cushiony soft.
Well, that's literally what they're saying, isn't it? They just
we've made our shit paper as comfortable as your quilt. It's like rubbing your ass on your bed and then disposing of your bed.
I'd buy that time. It's like rubbing your bum on your bed and then chucking your bed away. I don't even know if that would be the best way to wipe your bum. Probably not. Even if you could afford a new bed each time. It'd
be pretty awkward. You'd have to do that dog shuffle. Just do it on I can imagine dragging my ass around like that on a soft surface, kind of awkward. Worse, it's if you share a bed, it's just imagine the awkwardness of that, socially. It's
you're chucking it away.
Don't mind me, honey. It's I'm just gonna wipe my ass, and then I've got to throw the bed away. Do you mind? It's a mild disturbance to your sleep pattern. So yeah.
So that's your analogy you're going to use to sell toilet roll?
Yeah, basically. Do you like shitting?
Oh, the Xbox Live Dash.
Yeah. If all advertising was like that, I think it would be slightly more bearable.
You just want the Charlie Brooker style, that classic, and where he takes the piss out of that toilet paper advert. No, it's not toilet paper; it's the air freshener in the toilet with that kid. Shut up and start shitting.
Oh yeah, Can Do or something, isn't it? Where he goes, I want to poo at Paul's. Because Paul has Can Do dog paper. Wait,
dog paper,
toilet paper, or bog paper, not dog paper.
Papers for your dog.
To educate them.
Yep.
Educate your dog. Yeah. Any other news?
I'm thinking more advertising strategies. You have to watch a TV advert every time you die in Call of Duty. And
they already said stuff like that. People were theorising that they do a new idea of a free-to-play model would be to make it just pause at a certain point and then just have an advert.
Well, Square have been toying with the idea where you can opt in to adverts, and the more adverts you watch, the more actual game time it awards you. So it's like a 30-second ad awards you with a certain number of minutes of game time, for instance. So you can choose to watch a load of ads in a bulk session, and then you get, right, you've earned the right to play the game for a few hours.
That still doesn't make any sense, though, because you could just turn off the
TV. Yeah, you could
just leave it.
It's just leave it on the ad channel overnight or something, and there you go. I've earned a month. Which will just diminish. It's dumb. It's all this stuff with adverts and things. It's because people will just find ways around them. It's what AdBlock was for.
Obviously, what will happen next is they'll upgrade Connect to have retinal scanning, and then they'll know whether you're watching. And then everyone will be fucked.
It's not going to work long term, is what I'm saying. It's like any advertising strategy, there will be a workaround for eventually.
Buy some pig eyes.
I suppose the ones that work best are the tasteful use of in-game, like billboards and...
Yeah, but those don't
They
work.
don't work in terms of, they're not in your face enough to sell anything, I don't think. Otherwise they'd be more common. You don't actually see them much. They were a good idea because they kind of integrated into the world sometimes. Yeah. It was nice in New York Race and stuff. But even in Battlefield, although they look really dumb in Battlefield 2142 because they're current products, in a next gen setting.
And films were occasionally on there on Battlefield.
But I just don't. I think the reason you don't see them is because they weren't effective in terms of making money for people.
Maybe not. I mean, it makes sense for sports titles. I'd almost want to see more adverts, I think, in a sports title, so they have more official licenses to line the pictures with, or to occasionally pop up sponsored by or something like that. Or I don't know. In a sports game, it makes sense to have that realism. So what was it? Was it one of the NBA games or something that went hardcore and actually did it like a full-on TV broadcast with proper adverts, and the commentators would actually say who was sponsoring the game and stuff like that, and it would change based on how you go on. They did the whole presentation like a TV broadcast of basketball, and it's that actually sounds quite appealing. It's I wouldn't mind that in an NHL game.
Yeah, but the American style broadcasting.
But to us, that's what makes it so ridiculous, because it would be even more entertaining. So it's what the shit's going on?
You don't want adverts every 5 minutes.
And the mascot's been replaced by Mountain Dew. Well, it's there are occasions where that doesn't work, because I think if you're going to do it, you need as many people as possible. Because there was Fight Night Round 3 or something was kind of famous for this, because it basically only had Burger King.
Right,
yeah.
And so every advert everywhere was Burger King.
Yeah, did they need to partition around?
Even when they did because they had historic fights in that game as well, which had the modern Burger King logo and stuff, and the Burger King didn't exist in the 50s or whatever. It was pretty dumb.
So,
adverts.
Fuck
them. They're not going to work.
Right. Any other news?
The answer to adverts is to make content that people actually want and will pay for.
Yeah. See? Magic.
Yeah.
Don't need a bloody advert for I don't know, Half-Life 3. Bog roll.
I know I need bog roll. I don't need you to tell me I need it. Need shit wipes.
Dog paper.
Some dog paper.